Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Greg here again with a promised review of the kit that I had ordered a few weeks ago. It arrived yesterday, so I shall bring it in and you can see which kit it is. Well, obviously you're going to see by the title, but yes, this came yesterday. It's a new border Merkava MK.2D with interior. It's a very heavy box. I do like his artwork, Mr. Jason. I keep rabbiting on about him. I do like his artwork. I say I've had a quick look inside the box. I haven't opened any bags, but from what I can see, it looks superb. So we have a couple of CAD drawings of the vehicle inside. It is, I must admit, out of all the modern MBTs, I think the Merkava has to be my favourite. I think it's just because of the shape more than anything. And then we have a couple of colour call-outs of what we can do with it as well. So there's two there, and the end box is just the same, and the model number is BT037, and obviously it's 135 scale. So, as we normally do, let's crack open the box and we shall see what we've got. It's got workable tracks apparently as well, so we shall go from there. Right, we'll open the bags and we'll go from there. I think these are resealable ones. As you can see, it's rammed full of plastic. Put that over there, maybe. Better. Yeah, we've got resealable bags as normal, which I do prefer than the staple ones. Just a tomato. Right, so let's have a look at the first sprue. We have some of the armour, so the armour that goes on the top of the actual chassis. Again, with some of the basket at the back. Well, I think we're part of the captain's cupola. We have the ball and chain armour, which is already made, which is good, and the actual non-slip surface, I have to say, is really nice. It's not too coarse. I think it's spot on. A clean, precise moulding. Obviously, it will be. It's a brand new kit. Yeah, Merkava MK.2D. I do have the 2D as well in the Tacom. There's no interior, so we'll have a look at I'll show you this. We can see non-slip surface on there. Again, it all looks nice. We've got all these little bits and bobs of the basket, part of the turret basket, and again we have the parts for the ball and chain armour. I do like doing them like I did on the other one with the PE set and the proper chains, but these look quite nice. So be careful taking them off the sprue, but apart from that they do look nice. Only one contact point, so I'll see if I can get as near as you can, I would have thought, and then somehow hold it without breaking them off and just give me a quick wisp of sander. Yeah, so that's a good start. That's a lovely start. Okay, the next one we have some internal stuff, including the engine, which is a big beast, and then we have the transmission as well. Again, all nicely done. The engine looks nice. Transmission, detailed radio sets. Looks like a radio set. What is the bits and pieces? Don't ask me what they're for. I wouldn't have a clue. Again, all nicely detailed, and again, no ugly sink marks where you're going to see them. Apart from on the back where you're not going to see them. Again, really nice, and so this is a part of the block on the engine. Nicely detailed. I don't know what these parts are, probably for the engine as well, the end pieces. And we have the fans there, cooling fans. I think this is a transmission on there, and I can see all the little small parts we have on there as well, all beautifully produced. Again, really nice, and got lots of slide moulding there for the looks like a filter of some description. You can see that from there. No, nothing about engines. Well, I did when I was a young lad, but absolutely nothing now. Can't tinker with cars like they used to be able to, and I suppose that's the same with tanks. With all the modern chip technology that runs all these things. Long gone are the days where you used to see people tinkering with the cars after they cleaned them or before they cleaned them asunder. That was including me when I was young. Right, we have the barrel, which is 2-piece, but that's not a problem because the seam right doesn't excuse me I'm in heck. Yeah, it looks a nice barrel, but I think you can get all of a barrel now, metal barrels now for these. Again, it looks nicely done. We have small pieces again. We have the machine guns, 50 cal, and I don't know, some MGs as well. Some more texture turret basket, a little breakage of that, unfortunately. It's broken in transit, but it's an easy fix. I'll fix that before I put it back in the box. A bit of extra thing on there, I'll sort it. And so we have the texture again. It's beautifully done. Some of the hatches, jerry can, transmission covers. So we've got the MGs. These are all slide moulded as well. MGs are slide moulded, which is nice. So from that end. In fact, that whole part of there is all slide moulded from there to there. So we have all the, I don't know if you can make them out or not, all the end pieces have all got holes in, which is nice, because you can never get them centre properly, can you? Never ever know, no matter how delicate you go. And the same, there's a barrel, obviously, because it's going into the bridge, because you've got an internal, obviously we've been in interior kit, so it's got quite a long barrel, so obviously this part's going to be inside the vehicle as well. Again, really nice. Really nice. Right, the plastic piece keeps coming and coming. Let's find the, there we go. Right, we have the turret bottom, we have some more of the turret basket, we have some shells, different types of shells. We have part of the upper hull, more textured stuff. We've got internal stuff here with firewalls. Again, that's part of the barrel. That's the like the mantlet. Really nice, they're nice and thin. Oh, they're nicely done as well. Those whatever they are. Again, all beautifully done. We have that's part of the hull, and you've got the welds as well, which is really nice and crisp. No need to do anything with those welds, not like you do with a a Second World War kit, because these are obviously electronically done. Is it electronic welding? What do you call it? Arc welding. What's the other one? I can't remember. Again, let's say we have some of the interior firewalls there. Got bits and pieces again, more delicate little bits and pieces. Where's the slide moulded mantlet for the barrel, and then we have the lower hull as well, which is got that small part on there, because that's for the commander's hat, commander's seat maybe, these parts here, I'm unsure until we build it. But again, nicely done. The shells are all one piece and they're all slide moulded, which I should have said, which are there. All nicely done. I couldn't tell you what they are. I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't hazard a guess. I'd probably hazard them all wrong if I did. Right. Some more exterior stuff, including side skirts and the turret. Again, all beautifully done. Really nicely done. Small parts. We have side skirts. Again, they're all nicely done. And that's part of the front of the hull. Again, I covered in the engine, because obviously the engine is in front on these vehicles, and again it's all beautifully done. There's more parts of the turret there as well. Again, all beautifully done. Slide moulding again on whatever these little parts are here. These parts here, they're all slide moulded. Really nice. I like the detail, I like that texture. It's really nice. And we have the conduit for the looks like for the MGs as well that sit on the turret. And on my, we see that little conduit there. I presume that's what it's for. It's nicely done. The grab handles look really nice, almost like 3D effect. They're really quite nice. They're not flat, so you've got a bit of, if you can see them, they look quite nice. Let's just move these, I can see better. Yeah, the clasps, handles on that, they're really nicely done as well. Right, next through we have a bag with 2 screws identical, so this is where you start the running gear and your suspension. We'll just take the one out because they're identical. If I can get one out without another. Yep. Yeah, so we have shells and tops of shells, suspension, idler, other bits and pieces, springs for the suspension, little track pins I presume they are. I'm not sure what these other parts are. A lot of internal stuff in here probably as well. Again, all beautifully done. See, we've got some more shells there. They're all slide moulded, not slide molded, but they're all in one piece. And we have these pieces here. I'm not really sure what these are. Must be something to do maybe with suspension. I'm not unsure. They're all slide moulded. And you've got nice detail again on the suspension parts. And got shell case lids. Obviously, some of these will be before the shells, won't they? You would have thought. Where you just put these pieces on to represent a full shell in there. Again, all these little small delicate parts for the suspension with a couple of tracks. I think I go on the front, I'm 100% sure. So we'll find out as we go along. We have the aerial on there as well, which is nice. Nice to see, nice delicate thin areas. There's 2 actually, because you've got 2 arrows on this thing. One's at an angle and one's straight, which is nice to see. Nice to see companies trying to give you an aerial now instead of trying to do all sorts of different things. And we have some more track details there as well. Spare tracks. What's the beach backside like? You're not going to really see the backside, but they're still nice anyhow on there. Okay, so that's that one. And then we have, well, there's still more wheels and that to come, but this is mainly interior basket stuff and the lower pull. This one here contains a lot of the interior stuff, the turret basket and other bits and bobs, firewalls and slide moulding again. We have more shells. Yeah, more shell in a box. Other little bits and pieces, another MG. Side walls. Bottom of the tank. Turret basket, again all beautifully done. Got the slide, I even got the texture on the turret basket as well. And we've got all these internal parts. I think this is all internal. And there's this one with the shell casing boxes, which is slide moulded, and you've got the shells already in. Well, shell tops. Excuse me. Again, all really nicely done. Beautifully delicate work. See, I don't build very many modern stuff at all, as you know, but this one's quite high up the list at the moment. Just excuse me a second, Charlotte, I'm videoing. nicely done. Daughter. Boyfriend must be in trouble. You've got the full title. Right, let's have a look at the wheels. More springs and things. I think these are springs for the suspension. I'm not too sure what the other ones were in the end. But there's 2 sprues of this as well. If I can get them both out, I'll get them both. Looks like both of them are coming out, so we'll leave one there for now. We have, the wheels are really nice, lovely wheels. Although you're not going to see a lot of them with the side skirts. I've got some wheels with no rubber on them, so I've got rubber to add. Again, sprocket. Yep. Really nice. Good detail on the wheels. They're really nice. The actual bolted detail is spot on. Again, there's the sprocket, and there's these other wheels with no rubber on the outside. You're going to put them on separate. There must be a reason for that. Again, all the wheels. So that's most of the big sprues out the way. We have more track pins and a couple of shackles there as well. So I won't get them out there, just the track pins, leave them in there. Right, we have tracks, individual track links, and let's have a get one out if I possibly can, and let's have a look. No, there is no sink marks, and really nice tracks. Really nice. That's the interior, that's the inside of them, you see. There's no pin marks, and the exterior. Yeah, nice detail on those. Oh, lovely. I love building things like that. So that's just up my street. Building tracks like that. I won't get this one. This is the bottom armour and the front armour on the Merkava belly armour. Nicely done to the shape, but obviously below a hole. Won't get that one out. And there's 2 big main parts, 3 big main parts. We have the turret to start with. There's some of the texture on there already. Obviously got a lot of stuff to add to it. And again, that's really impressive. Really nice. That's really nice. It's lovely. See? That's lovely. Obviously got all these bits to put on these, like these are pins or whatever they put the applique armour on, or applique bit part of the armour that goes on there as well, I presume. Again, really nice. Really nice. And of course now we have actually I didn't realise until I did that first Merkava how big these modern vehicles actually are. You know, I know they're large, but I didn't really realise how large they were. See the fit of it already, it already fits in perfectly like that, see. Obviously it's, you get the stuff on the back, the detail on the front. So here we go. The turret, obviously you got the turret, fuel caps. Nice texture on there again, obviously got a lot of stuff to add to this. You can see how delicate that's been done, that's really nice. Where the exhaust comes out. It's a nice bit of, instead of sticking them in individually, it's been done for you. And again we have then the lower hull, obviously a lot of stuff to be added to this. We've got the belly armour to go into those points there, and we have all this to add to it. I'm not going to see a lot of it because obviously behind the side skirts and the wheels, but the detail is there, which is nice. And I say it just slots into place. That's it, just slots into place. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's the upper hull and lower hull, and then we have some BE. I won't get all these out. We've got springs for the suspension, real springs, we've got clear parts for the periscopes and lights. We have PE as well for vents and other bits and pieces, and the decals. Well, what else? We'll have a look. I don't want to lose any of these springs, do we? So it seems to be my bench seems to be at an angle for some reason. Put that bit of paper there for now. More parts from it's in this bag, so we'll see. And then we have yeah, there's a PE, nice and thin. Again, sorry about the glare. Clear parts, which I won't bother taking out. You've got lights and all sorts in there, periscopes, the usual fare. I'll just put all these springs back in now so I know they're in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I must have miscounted. Well, 12. There we go. Yeah, we nearly lost that one, so there's 12 there. 12 springs. We have this little piece that came out the bag. It looks like, apart from this, I get torn over some description. But I'll put it back in there. It might be in there for a reason, unless it's just got in there by accident. We'll soon see. And then we have the decals, which are very basic as you have modern war on modern tanks, as in Second World War. We have the numbers and the markings there, and the done by border. From what I can see, is very, very minimal around the edges. You can make it out on the camera angle. There's not much on there at all, which is good news. So at least to get some decent decals on there, with all the carrier film that's around the edges. You don't get much on this one, which is nice to see. Right, I'll put that back in the box, and we have here, it looks like either a correction sheet or something or other, all to do with the low suspension in here. So when we come across that, it's telling you, yeah, wrong numbers, which obviously come across before they send it all out on the made a correction sheet. Obviously, I'm sure as they do more models, this will become irrelevant, because hopefully they'll get the right numbers on the right parts. Well, it's nice to see, even though they've made a mistake, it's nice to see they've rectified it. And then we have the actual instructions, which again we have a picture of the box out, which is really, really tasty. And on the back again we have another profile. And again we have the usual fare with any model kit provider now. We get the sprue layout. And obviously we start on the bottom with the belly, we're putting the belly armour on, all these other parts of the suspension, the transmission, other bits and pieces. Again, sorry if you can't really quite see properly, more suspension stuff, and then we're still in the build of the engine and the fans and transmission and connecting them all together. That's going to take some painting, doing all that, get some nice pictures from somewhere. And then we're starting on the interior stuff as well. And we've got the floor going in, other bits and pieces, radios, these things, and one thing and another we have going in there as well. So it's the usual fare building, but obviously we've been in the interior, you have a lot more stuff to go into the vehicle. It's fairly nice, it's not too overcrowded. Yes, it gives, obviously you're building that part up and it's telling you where C1 goes. Obviously it goes in the front, that's the engine, and we've got a turret basket. Okay, and then we start with the, looks like the piece of E49s and things, where they are more small, some batteries by the looks of it. Starting to add shells, you know, all it's not over, you know, each part is separated nicely, and you can tell what you're doing, and the arrows look quite thing as well. They don't look too indistinct, they look quite nice. It's giving you parts where it should fit as well, how it looks and things like that, which is nice. And you're starting off with the wheels and sprockets again. We start with the suspension, building up the wheels, putting the wheels on, which I probably won't do at that time. I'll build the wheels up. And then the tracks, it's saying 113 tracks per side, which is nice to see. A lot of companies do not put the next number. You're supposed to guess. Well, you've got 113 tracks, and then we've got more of this profile, sponsor and things going on, and then we start with the periscopes underneath on the upper hull. They call them drill marks you have to drill. And they'll tell you where the PE. Start with the PE, we're a bit in there on the front there. Starting to build up the main upper hull, all the gun cradle in there as well, and then all the armour goes on top of that. Yeah. It's really quite detailed, and obviously we've got starting to do the basket and the rear and the basket as well. Oh, I didn't realise they had them on the rear as well. That's new, I didn't realise that. But they had their ball and chain armour actually on the rear where the two doors are at the back. You know, apparently can get 6 to 8 infantrymen into the back of there if I need to. And again, we're now putting the upper hull and lower hull together. I don't think I'll glue it, I think I'll keep it all separate to display. I can take it out and display it. Again, more upper hull stuff, lower side skirts. Then we start on the turret. Lower turret first, you've got seats, other bits and pieces, and then putting the turret together. Again, that should be fairly straightforward. Then we start with the breech, obviously. The breech to do not cement, so obviously there's a reason for that to make it movable. Breech into there. Again, more work on the breech, and then you're positioning the old barrel into the lower hull, sorry, the lower turret. And we're starting to build up from there, the radios and there's the firewall there, and shell on the outside of the turret. More detailed work on the top of the turret and the internal of the turret. Again, keeping it going on the top of the turret. More stuff to go on. Hatches, machine guns, I've positioned them on there. What nicely done. And again, aerials, one thing and another. Getting near the end, I think now, and then we have more turret stuff, more aerials to go on if you have different choices, I presume. Again, and put more MGs on the top and that last part of the armour on the top, and ball and chain armour on the turret basket. Again, making up a turret basket and then adding it to the rear of the turret. Looks very straightforward. And then we have some more parts for the outside smoke launchers, which goes around the edge of the turret each side. The smoke launchers. And then we have, tell you what the shell colourings are, and then we put in this part that showed you about that goes on the side. You can see how detailed the upper hull looks, sorry, upper turret looks, all the thing on there, and obviously you position it onto there after the turret finished and the kit finished. But then we have some colour call outs for the interior, which is nice to see. Pity it's MIG bell, I don't usually use MIG bell, I find other colours. Again, it's giving you the interior stuff, colours to work from. It's nice to see. And again, more. We've got the shell colourings, fire extinguishers, engine, fans, turret bins, ammo bins. These are, of course, I've got gunmetal, I've got a khaki, I've got satin black, all this kind of stuff. So creme wise, which I've got in here, so I won't be using any of these. That's all. Never had that one. Airtech green. Never heard of that green before. It's for the top of the shells. Oh, it's like a. What is it, like a shiny green, isn't it? Really, top of the shells. So I'll see if I can find some of that. I know I haven't got that. And then we have the colour call outs of the two vehicles. we have each profile, both side plates, upper hull, sorry upper, there's no camouflage on them, so it's all going to be the same rear and front, and that's it. So very impressive from Border. Hopefully they'll look as nice as the normal kits build up. I'll be happy with that. So again, it's a really nice kit, looking forward to that one. I will be doing that one sooner than later, I think, depending on how I get on with things. Yeah, as far as the Tiger, so the Jag Tiger, it's coming along slowly. I've now got the camo pattern down, and did I say that? Yeah, I've got all that down. Started the wheels, they're all put together. Started detail painting some of the small parts. I'm going to do the tow cable in a minute. I've given the upper hull a satin coat, so now I'm waiting for that to dry, and then I'll start with the oil work next, part of the start of the weathering. And then we'll come up with another update eventually. So again, I say thank you very much to all my subscribers, new and old. I picked up a few new ones recently. A good friend of mine, Paul, from Canada, I'll leave a link to his channel, has asked me if I'd do a how-to type thing on how to make a tree, well, pine trees, how to make these things. They're time consuming, but they're fairly simple to do. This is just flawless wire by Ghibli, and obviously there's a bit of doweling in there, and it's spraying that colour at the moment. But you've seen them anyhow on, you lot on the IS122S, was it? I think you saw them on. There's one there made, and there's two more, so there's three going on this diorama. Yeah, so I'll probably do that along the way. Once I get really getting close to finishing the Jag Tiger Dio, then I'll do one of those. I'll do how I do it. It's no different from anybody else, but you never know. Right, so I'm starting to waffle now, so thank you very much for stopping by and viewing, and we shall see you very, very shortly with an update on the Jag Tiger. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll see you soon.